Hey guys, here we are with the X-Files Season 1, Episode 23, and we have this episode and the next episode, and then we're done with Season 1! It's crazy. Even though, like I said, these are pre-recorded all the way up until, I think the last episode of X-Files is that I watched is Episode 12 of Season 2, so already halfway through Season 2, so all of that will be on the Patreon, in the link in the description below if you want to check those out. But yeah, so in the last episode, it was very interesting for sure. So it was this little girl who was basically possessed, or I can't remember what they called it, but she had the death of a cop inside of her or whatever, and he was basically doling out what he thought was justice. And he was like killing these guys who they were like fellow cop members, or at least one of them was, if not all. I think they all were. Yeah. And they were all like, what are they called? What are like bad cops called? I can't remember. But he was dirty. So they like killed him basically. And so he doled out justice on them by killing them. And in order to do so, he like took over this like little girl's body. And it was very interesting for sure. So but anyway, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Uh-oh.
See how easy it is?
Don't be mean to him.
Do not talk to kids.
Is he gonna figure it out? Is that the guy that was mean to him? Probably, right?
Lord, open the door! What are you doing? Open the door! Lord, escape!
Uh-oh.
Are you listening?
He was killed in an automobile accident in November. I'm Frank Nollet. I'm also on the project.
Are you certain it was an accident?
What are you driving at?
Your work
Well,
seems to be a perfect target for industrial
Coincidence?
Ron was working on it when I left.
You see, the handwriting here
It doesn't match.
doesn't seem to match any of the other handwriting on the board. It isn't mine.
Yeah.
Tracy.
With stars.
Roland, there are some people here who would like to talk with you.
Could he be faking it?
Uh-oh.
You must like stars.
147
Sorry?
stars.
147.
You like numbers too, huh?
Ooh.
What is it?
That's something Roland was doodling at the home.
You don't really think that Roland...
Besides Nollet and Keats, he's the only person we can prove was in the lab that night.
Yes, but we're talking about a sophisticated...
she's gonna say it's a
fluid
match.
dynamics equation. Roland Fuller barely has an IQ of 70.
Well,
The terminal stroke on the 6, the roof on the 5. I'm sorry, he didn't write it.
Oh. Well, I mean, he did. We watched him, but... Does he have, like, a multiple personality situation? And someone was, like, frozen, so I wonder if he can, like, see into the future? Or something? Like, maybe that's what the visions were he was seeing into the future? Because that's what this guy looked like. I think it was this guy, but he was, like, frozen or something. he was seeing into the future. Or maybe it's both. You know, maybe he's got multiple personalities and he sees into the future. Ew.
Judging from the rigor of the body, he was dead around 12:30.
So you're saying that someone came in here, killed Keats, and then just did some work on an old Dr. Arthur Grable file?
Yep.
Try 15626.
Just try it. Shit. Of course. Aw. Did he have like a twin or something?
Roland? Well, let's get you dressed. You have visitors.
Or can he see what his twin does? Like for the future, can he see what his twin does?
Dr. Grable?
Was Dr. Grable nice to you?
Yes.
When was the last time you spoke to him? Roland Fuller was hired by Arthur Grable. He went to the halfway house specifically to find a mentally challenged person.
Are you suggesting that Arthur Grable hired Roland in order to use him? Only child, summa cum laude in physics, doctoral and postdoctoral in aeronautical engineering at Harvey Mudd. Brilliant future, tragically cut short.
What does he look like?
Roland's also from Seattle. Yeah.
Does it say when he was born?
July 15, 1952.
Same birthday.
That's also Arthur's birth date.
One time I had a dream we were married
Aww.
and lived in a house. Do you have dreams, Roland?
Bad dreams.
You can't tell me.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. Aww. Poor Roland.
Arthur would still have to be alive.
Could he have faked his own death?
No.
The police report on the auto accident that
Are you
killed
sure?
Arthur Grable is woefully incomplete. It's a dry road surface, no mechanical problems found. The body was never admitted to a county morgue, and there was no funeral.
This is Arthur Grable. Because of the massive internal damage to his body caused by the car accident, we could only preserve the head.
Wouldn't your client find it somewhat inconvenient to be thawed out in the future only to discover he had no functional mobility?
No, but we are looking for the explanation. The patient's in no danger. He remains perfectly preserved as long as there's liquid nitrogen in the capsule.
May we take
Liquid
a look
nitrogen.
at Arthur Grable's records?
Same requirements as there are today. Compatible genetic makeup. It's best if the donor is related.
Holder. Arthur Grable put down only one donor.
His brother.
Roland Fuller and Arthur Grable had the same birthday. I think they're twins.
Yeah, so what did he donate?
I lose the glasses.
Yep.
That's Roland.
Give or take a few pounds. It's all right, I won't tell anybody.
What organ did he end up giving him?
I can't tell you my dreams.
Why not?
They're bad.
Bad. Who runs the controls?
Have you seen this man recently?
Doctor, we have to say bye-bye to Roland.
Roland!
Okay, well, you're gonna have to go after him because you don't want him to strangle Tracy. Uh-oh.
Well, have you ever thought about calling one of them all day long and then all of a sudden the phone rings and it's one of them calling you?
Does this pitch somehow end with a way for me to lower my long-distance charges?
I believe in psychic connections, and evidence suggests that it's stronger between family members, strongest of all
Especially
between twin
twins.
siblings that share the same womb.
Okay.
And what if that state allows one to develop psychic ability to a potential that the conscious mind is too preoccupied to explore or believe in? He could use that ability to control his brother to kill those scientists.
But why?
Yeah, why?
He's been working with these colleagues for years.
Well, that's a question that only Dr. Nolet can answer.
And he knows, which is why he's not there.
I have to call my brother.
He probably like stole his research or something, or slapped his name on something that that Arthur guy did.
Arthur and Roland Grable, born at Puget Presbyterian to Mr. and Mrs. Lewis Grable on July 15th, 1952. Arthur was 4 minutes older than Roland.
Identical twins.
Which means that they're the result of a single egg fertilized by a single sperm.
That's split into two.
In a way, that would explain Arthur's genius and Roland's strange mathematical gift.
Yeah.
In a way.
You can't really focus.
This isn't yours.
It's amazing. There's this body sitting there in front of me talking. But you're controlling it, Arthur. Mach 15 was within our reach. Our futures were guaranteed. Ironic, isn't it? You did all the work.
Yep.
And I get all the glory.
No!
Yes.
Arthur! I'm gonna open the door! Arthur!
Uh-oh.
We need you to help us. Please, we need you to help us to stop the machine.
That is like the saddest freaking thing.
Roland, you've got to help him.
To
or
be
he's
ripped
going to
away from your
die.
brother. Control Alt Delete. Nice.
How? We're not sure, Mrs. Stody. All we know is that Roland was somehow able to finish his brother's research.
It's probably best that she doesn't know. Gonna give her the stars.
Keep my stars.
Aww. It makes me want to cry.
I love you.
Aww.
Me too.
I hope he can go back. Aww. I hope that's not the last that we see of them. That made me really sad. God, that whole episode was just really sad. Like, the brothers getting split up from each other, and like his whole situation of going away from his home, and like, it's so sad. Okay, this is a terrible episode to end off for the night, but okay.
All right. And if you want to check out this episode completely unedited or get early access for the next ones, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. And if you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next episode.